Hello everyone, welcome back to online lecture series on heat transfer. We are into special lecture series for our numericals on radiation. So let's begin. Here our first numerical is to calculate the shape factor for the configurations shown in the figure below. That is, first we will be discussing about long tube with cross section of equilateral triangle. So here it looks like a triangle and it will be having a very large length. Second is black body inside a black enclosure, that is the second case. Third is a diagonal partition within a square duct, that is the third one is this. So first we will take the equilateral triangle. So by summation rule, for radiation from surface 1 we can say that F11 plus F12 plus F13 equal to 0. That is, here we are discussing about first one. So F11, that is shape factor with respect to itself, plus shape factor of 1 with respect to 2 plus shape factor of 1 with respect to 3 will be unity. So here this formula is applied based on the summation rule for radiation. Now the flat surface 1 cannot see itself, so F11 will be 0. So here this surface 1, as it is being a flat surface, it cannot see itself, so F11 will be equal to 0. Then we are only left with the remaining two shape factors, that is F11 plus F12 plus F13 equal to 1. And due to symmetry, as they are they are sides of equilateral triangle, the shape factor is equally divided as 0.5 and 0.5. Likewise, for radiation for surface 2, that is over here also, if we focus on this surface, then here also F22 will be equal to 0. F22 will also be 0. So we are only left with F21 plus F23, that is over here, and we can get it in this way, that F23 will be equal to 1 minus F21. Now by reciprocity theorem we can obtain this. That we already know, and A1 is equal to A2. Why? Because the surface area of 1 and surface area of 2 will be equal because of equilateral triangle. So we have obtained the value of F12, that is F12 value is equal to 0.5. So F21 is also equal to F12. So here finally we are getting F23 value as 0.5. Now our next case is this, that is a black body inside a black enclosure. So here the concave surface 1 can see itself and the rest of the radiation falls on the enclosed surface 2. So here concave surface 1, that is this outer surface, can see itself, so some of the radiations will return back to itself and the remaining will strike on surface 2. So we can say that F11 plus F12 equal to 1, and here F11 does not equal to 0. It will have some value because of concave surface. Now with reciprocity theorem we can write down this: A1 F12 is equal to A2 F21. and finally we can get this value f12 is equal to a2 by a1 f21. Now using this relation again, here the value of f11 is equal to 1 minus f12 is equal to 1 minus the value of f12 is utilized from this box, that is a2 by a1 f21. Now further, all the radiations coming out from the black surface 2 are intercepted by the enclosing surface. So here if we see, here f22 will be 0 in this case because it cannot see itself. And f21 will be equal to 1. So because of that, here we are finally getting this value f11 is equal to 1 minus the ratio of areas. Now we will focus on our third figure, that is this one, a diagonal partition within a long square duct. So again from the summation rule we can say that f11 plus f12 plus f13 is equal to 1. Now by inspection f11 is 0. Why? Because here this is a flat surface which cannot see itself. So here f11 will be equal to 0. Now f12 plus f13 is equal to 1. And due to symmetry again, just like equilateral triangle, the radiation from surface 1 is equally divided between the surfaces 2 and 3 respectively. So f12 is equal to f13 equal to 0.5. Now by reciprocity theorem we can write down this. And the f12 is obtained as 0.5. However, this is the area ratio A1 by A2 which is written in this way. So here A1 by A2 is written in this way, that is square root of 2L divided by L. Because here if this value is L, this will be L and this will be square root of 2L based on Pythagorean theorem. So finally we are getting the value as square root of 2 into 0.5. So that will be 0.71. So that is the value of shape factor of surface 2 with respect to 1. Now our next problem here is to establish a relation for shape factor of a cavity with respect to itself. The cavity is closed on its outer surface with a flat surface. So this is the case, and a common figure is shown in this way, that shape factor of a cavity with respect to itself, and the cavity is closed on the outer surface with this flat surface. So invoking our conservation principle, that is summation rule, we can write down these two. And f22 will be 0 because it is a flat surface, so it cannot see itself. So the remaining values, that is f21 is equal to 1 minus f22, so f21 is 1. So all radiations from surface 2 are being received by surface 1. Now we can have the reciprocity theorem here, that is f21 is equal to in this way. So it will be merely a ratio, and based on that f11, so now we are utilizing this relation over here. So f11 is equal to 1 minus f12 is equal to 1 minus a2 by a1. That is, f11 is now function of two areas only. Now we will see different geometries. That is, let's consider the first case in which there is a cylindrical cavity with a diameter of depth h, for a cylindrical cavity of depth h and diameter d. So here, even though these figures are drawn in 2D, if we take our first figure, then it will be like this. It will be a cylinder like this. Here the diameter is d and depth is this h. So now 1 minus a2 by a1, that is our previous formula. Surface for surface 2, that is in our case is this. Which is pi by 4 d square over here, and for surface 1 it will be pi by 4 d square, that is the bottom surface plus the this surface of cylinder, surface area of cylinder, that is pi d into h. So finally we are getting this formula. Next is conical cavity with diameter d and depth h. That will be like this. So this will be our surface 2, and this will be our surface 1. So surface 2 is pi by 4 d square, and surface area 1 is pi dl divided by 2. So we are getting this 1 minus 2 sine alpha, where alpha will be the half vertex angle, L is the slant height of the cone, and we can also write down this in terms of depth h. So here, instead of this L, we can write down this formula, that is h square plus b square by 2 and square root of the whole. That is, here this will be the value h and this will be the value b by 2. So we can get the value of L as h square plus b square by 4. And finally we are getting this. And now the last one is hemispherical bowl with diameter d. It will be like this, half bowl, a bowl like this, where this will be our surface 2, and this will be surface 1. So here the area for surface 2 will be pi by 4 d square as usual, and this will be pi d square by 2. So finally that is the surface area for this surface will be pi d square by 2, and finally we are getting 0.5. Now our last question is to find the shape factor f12, that is the shape factor of area 1 with respect to area 2 in this arrangement. So here, if you see carefully, area 5 over here is combination of A1 and A3, and area 6 is combination of area 4 and area 2. So it is shown over here. Now the sequence of solution is in this way. So first A5 to A5 into F5 6, that is the shape factor of surface 5 with respect to surface 6 is given in this way, that A1 into F16, that is the shape factor of 1 with respect to the entire 6 surface, and plus shape factor of 3 with respect to the whole surface 6. So this is okay. Now we will focus on this part. A1 into F14. So A1 to okay. So we are going to focus on this A1 into F16, for which we will be writing down this whole formula. So here A1 to A1 into F16, we can write down A1 into F124 plus A1 into F122, that is over here. And now instead of this portion, that is instead of this, we will be writing down another way, that is A1 into F124, that is for this purpose we can write down the whole A5 into F524 minus A3, that is for this surface A3 into F34. So what we are doing, that to obtain A1 into F124, we are first taking whole area A5 into F524, and we are deducting A3 into F324, and then our ultimate objective is to obtain this value. So for that, here this is the final equation that we are getting, and here it is written that each of the configuration factor or shape factor on the right hand side of this expression can be read from figure 8.4, which you need to refer into our textbook of D.S. Kumar, and they correspond to the perpendicular surfaces having a common intersection line. And the values are obtained from the table as here we are getting so these are our areas. For that we can obtain the ratio z by x and y by x, and we will be getting the corresponding Fij. So here once we get all these values, and we can substitute them into our previous equation, and based on that we can get the value of F122, that is 0.04 here. So in this way we can calculate the shape factor. So in today's lecture what we have done is we have calculated the values of shape factor or configuration factor for various arrangements. So first we began with equilateral triangle, then a black body inside a black enclosure, then diagonal partition. We used reciprocity theorem and conservation principle. This was the second problem was for shape factor of cavity with respect to itself when cavity is closed on its outer surface with a flat surface. So we calculated it, and then we took this special problem in which our objective was to obtain F12 in this arrangement, and we used tables for getting the values of various shape factors. So this is the end of our numericals on radiation. Thank you for watching this video.